You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold it.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution every problem?
No, sit down.
Oh, you're a clown.
Sit down.
Look at you.
No, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Actively.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond? Mr.
Hold
Chairman?
it. Hold it. If
Hold
we
on.
can't, no,
This is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing. And God knows the American people have enough of contempt for Congress. Let's not
I don't
make
like
it worse.
thugs and bullies.
You have,
And that's
you
the-
have
I don't
the
like
mic.
you, because you
Hold
just
it.
described yourself.
Hold it. You have the mic. You have time.
All right.
Make your statement.
Then let's do this, because I did challenge you, and I accepted your challenge, and you went quiet.
No, I didn't go quiet. I was.
No,
I was
hold on.
No,
you challenged me to a cage match,
No, no,
acting
no,
like a
sir.
12-year-old schoolyard bully.
Excuse me.
Hold on.
Hold it. No, excuse me.
I will
mic.
say
He
exactly.
made a lot of statements, right? And his statements are fiction at best.
Fiction, I read them.
Can you answer,
What?
answer the question, please?
I can't understand him, to be honest with you.
And our next witness is Sean O'Brien, the General President of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters. Mr. O'Brien is a fourth-generation Teamster and got his start with Teamsters Local 25 in Charlestown, Massachusetts, as a heavy equipment driver at the age of 18. Mr. O'Brien, thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you very much, Chairman Sanders, Ranking Member Dr. Cassidy, committee members. Thank you for inviting me to testify today about how unions are improving the lives of American working families. I'm Sean O'Brien, General President, International Brotherhood of Teamsters. Let me start with a simple fact. Workers who belong to a union earn better wages and benefits than workers who aren't union members. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average union worker makes 18% more than their non-union counterparts. Early this year, the Teamsters negotiated the largest private sector collective bargaining agreement in North America at UPS, United Parcel Service. More than 340,000 UPS Teamsters showed the world the positive difference belonging to a union makes for working people. The Teamsters' national contract with UPS secured more for our members than any other single agreement in the 120-year history of our great union. This victory included historic wage increases for all full and part-time workers, no forced overtime, air conditioning in new package cars, heat shields, and ventilation ducts in existing vehicles, no more two-tier wage systems, an equal footing for all workers. Raises for part-time workers in our new UPS contract are higher than all wage increases given to part-timers in the last 40 years combined. For the first time ever, the Teamsters successfully clawed back concessions at UPS made in previous contracts. This historic new 5-year agreement is by far the best contract ever secured for American workers at UPS. Throughout our campaign, it was necessary to show the public what it looks like when real people get up in the morning and go to work at UPS. These are hard jobs. They wear people down. They are also essential jobs in every sense of the word. Today's world, all of us rely on parcel delivery more than we ever have before. This country does not move without the hard work of Teamsters at UPS. This includes the package car drivers in the iconic brown trucks, the feeder drivers making long-haul deliveries, the women and men getting up at 3 a.m. to work those warehouses, the unsung heroes the public never sees who move those boxes to load and unload those trucks. None of us are getting our packages without those dedicated part-time workers. The more we told the story of UPS Teamsters, the stronger our fight got against this giant corporation. Every poll showed the public was on the side of the workers. The American people will always appreciate and respect hard work. Our members knew that and felt it every week of our battle for a new agreement. When all was said and done, UPS Teamsters won a $30 billion contract. We did it without being forced to go on strike, by running a fierce practice picket campaign nationwide, and by fighting harder than ever before at the bargaining table. This is a contract that sets the tone of what's happening in the labor movement today. Interest in unions is at an all-time high, and for good reasons. Just look at a unionized company like UPS and compare it to non-union Amazon, who do the same job every single day. Both companies have tough, stressful working environments, but workers at Amazon are twice as likely to be injured on the job. Workers at Amazon are under constant surveillance and fear of losing their jobs. A regular package car driver at UPS makes twice as much as an Amazon delivery driver under the independent contractor model. Under the Teamsters' new agreement, UPS workers are the highest paid delivery drivers in America. Full-time UPS Teamsters receive more than $40 per hour in benefits compared to Amazon drivers who receive a benefit package of less than $10 per hour. Part-time UPSers receive 4 times more in hourly benefits than current warehouse workers at Amazon. Thanks to a Teamster contract, there's no comparing UPS Teamsters and non-union Amazon employees and how they are compensated or treated. For a company as rich as Amazon to treat their employees so badly is a disgrace. I want the members of this committee to ask themselves this. Would you want your child to deliver packages for Amazon knowing the company's long track record of abusive mistreatment of workers? You cannot possibly answer this in the affirmative, not one of you. When you go to work at UPS as a Teamster, you get the highest wages in the industry. You get a pension. You get real protections on the job, and you get a fully paid health care plan that's better than the one I have as a general president of the Teamsters. Where else are you seeing that across this U.S. economy? Virtually nowhere. This is why there were so many stories online about job searches online for UPS careers after we ratified this contract. This is why Amazon gave warehouse workers a raise while the Teamsters were winning our contract fight at UPS. I'm sure my friend Sean Fain can say a word or two about the raises given out at Tesla and Toyota following his union's victories against the Big Three as well. There is no coincidence here. Union victories and contract wins don't just affect union members. They positively impact all working people in this country. As we speak, 5,000 Teamsters nationwide are negotiating a new contract with Anheuser-Busch. Right now, we have more than 1,100 Teamsters standing up to DHL to bargain a first contract at the Cincinnati Northern Kentucky Airport. In a few months, more than 7,000 Teamsters in Hollywood will fight along IATSE to take on the big movie and TV studios. Just as the WGA and the SAG-AFTRA members were forced out on strike this year, we have our own battle brewing with the AMPTP. The fight to raise wages and improve the standard of living for American workers never ends. It's an uphill battle every day against giant corporations who want to pocket all the money or spend it on gaming our political system. American labor laws do nothing when employers refuse to negotiate a first contract after workers choose to join a union. This is one of the primary reasons why union membership continues to decline despite workers' interest in unions being higher than ever. American workers want unions. They have a right to join or form a union, but employers will try everything they can to deny that right to working people. When these same people have friends on Capitol Hill who help them get away with it, the potential for workers to get ahead in this country further disappears. If we want to make America a better country, we have to stop letting corporations destroy the middle class through their abuse and exploitation of workers. We have to advocate for workers and really fight for them. And it can't just be the Teamsters doing the heavy lifting. We need your help. We need our elected officials to do more and do what's right. In recent months, the Teamsters have been building greater bipartisan support across our government to protect workers' interests. This includes senators and representatives brave enough to put into writing their support for UPS Teamsters fighting for a just contract. Most recently, Republicans and Democrats in this chamber continue to stand up to back our efforts to rebuild good union freight jobs in the wake of Yellow's collapse. From Senator Josh Hawley to Senator Roger Marshall to Senator Elizabeth Warren and Senator Bernie Sanders, the Teamsters are eager to build bipartisan coalitions where we can help working people. This is what it should be about. We have to put more money in workers' pockets. That's what the Teamsters just did at UPS. It's what unions are doing all over the country, and American workers are paying attention. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just to get a little factual on what Mr. O'Brien just said about right-to-work states versus forced work states. According to the compensation data report of the U.S. Commerce Department, an average salary for private sector employee in 2019 was $4,000 higher than the average employee in forced union states, stating that right-to-work states pay more. Now, if we also want to break this down to statistics, which was quoted earlier by Mr. O'Brien, about wage differences, if you talk to the Bureau of Labor Statistics in non-union jobs, their average salaries raised 14.6% compared to 11% wage increase on unionized workers from 2020 to 2023. If you go back to the percentage of union workers, because if unions was working so well, then you'd see an increase in union jobs, not a decrease. 50 years ago, 33% of our labor force was union. Today, it's 10.1%. If you go back and you start looking at wage earned, if you actually compare comparable wages to ages, not a partisan point, but you go to all wages earned, not just comparing 16 and over to 54 to 64-year-old ages, you'll see that the actual average, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, that if you subtract the union dues, it's actually higher. Non-union employees are getting paid by roughly 1 to 2%, which is exactly what union dues are, is 1 to 2% of their salary. So I just wanted to set the record straight on that, and that's coming from statistics, all right? Now, let's talk about Mr. O'Brien himself, his behavior. As everybody knows, and it's here in the last time, him and I kind of had a back and forth. Appreciate your demeanor today. It's quite different. But after you left here, you got pretty excited about the keyboard In fact, you tweeted at me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And let me read what the last one said. It said, greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. Sir, I wish he was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company. Myself and my wife was running the office because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your
All right.
solution every
Hold it. No, sit down.
That's why you're a clown.
Sit down.
Look at you.
You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond? Mr.
Hold
Chairman?
it, hold it. If
Hold
we
on.
can't, no,
This is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing. And God knows the American people have enough of contempt for Congress. Let's not
I don't
make
like
it worse.
thugs and bullies.
You have,
And that's
you
what-
have
And I don't
the
like
mic.
you, because you
Hold
just
it.
described yourself.
Hold it. You have the mic.
Yeah.
You have time.
All right.
Make your statement.
Then let's do this, because I did challenge you, and I accepted your challenge, and you went quiet.
No, I didn't go quiet.
Hold on.
No,
You
hold-
challenged me to a cage match,
No,
acting like a
sir.
12-year-old schoolyard
Hold it.
bully.
Excuse
Sir,
me.
hold on.
Hold it. No, excuse me. I have the
I
mic.
will say exactly.
Senator
what he
Mullen,
said.
I have the mic. You have questions on any economic issues, anything that said, go for it. We're not here to talk about physical abuse.
You brought.
We're not
him
talking
in.
about, of course I
And,
did.
and let me
He's-
let me show you his hearing, because I want to expose this thug to who he is. In
Could you not point at me?
2013
That's disrespectful.
All right.
I don't care about respecting you at all. I respect
don't
people that
respect you at all.
respect. So
All right, hold it.
let me
Hold it. No.
You're one of
Now,
100 of the most
Hold
elite
it,
people.
please.
Act it.
Please. All right? This is excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
This is a hearing to discuss economic issues. All right? If you have questions for Mr. O'Brien or anybody else on what he has said, go for it.
I mean-
But we're not here to talk about fights or anything else.
I'm quoting exactly what he said.
You can
and
say
this
what
is-
you want,
This is
but-
your witness
This
you
is
brought.
my
And let me,
witness.
I'm exposing him.
You can
as
talk
a person
anything you
who
want,
he is. So
but
in
no fight-
2013,
Nope.
in 2013, O'Brien was suspended by the Teamsters for intimidating your own members. In 2014, you were part of, what would you say, organizing the harassment and intimidation of the Top Shelf crew.
Chef, not chef.
Top Chef, okay. And then, and I think in the reports they said sexual, racist, and homophobic slurs and death threats. 14 tires were sliced, and 5 Teamsters were arrested. And you said, well, I had nothing to do with it. But however, in that same statement, you said, but if I get called to testify, I'll plead the fifth. This is a witness you brought in here. In 2017, you were removed as lead negotiator by then President Hoffa for UPS for your actions. And then in 22, when this guy was elected, what he said after he got elected was he wanted to bring the mob mentality back to the Teamsters. This is your guy.
And you're obviously going to give him a chance to respond to your questions.
Absolutely, because this is my question. Because you called me out. I didn't call you out.
Yeah, you did.
You said anytime, any place.
That's
what you said.
let's get the record
Okay.
straight.
Ms. Hold it, no.
Hold on.
Senator Mullen, do you have a question for the witness?
Yeah. I think
Okay,
that's what I'm getting
let's
at.
hear it.
So, anytime, any place.
No, that's not,
April is a charity event.
no,
for-
that's not,
No, it's a, sir, he said it, and this is my
He is
time,
here
and
to
you
te-
didn't set
no.
parameters on what the questions can or cannot be asked, and I'll ask.
no,
you
you're not going to,
questions.
we're not going to be talking about
Yes, we
physical
can.
confrontation.
Oh, this is about charity, for a union charity, because this
This
is for
is,
firefighters and.
do you have a
policemen.
question on his
April,
testimony?
April.
Grow up.
April
Will you
next
please
year.
You have
grow
a
up. You're an
question
embarrassment.
on his, let's not
You
be.
said it.
You're an
You
embarrassment.
said
You're
it,
an
and I'm just
embarrassment.
simply answering it.
You
Senator
reached
Mullen,
out
go
to
hold
your
it,
buddies.
hold it.
I-
Senator Mullen, you made some charges.
Charges.
Mr. O'Brien, do you want to respond to
Yeah,
the
go ahead,
question?
please.
Yeah, I mean, look, the reality of it is, you know,
Accept my challenge, tough
Mr.
guy.
Mullen, tough guy.
Answer, hold it. Answer the questions.
All right, you're one. He
Please.
made a lot of statements, right? And his statements are fiction at best.
Fiction, I read them.
Can he answer?
What?
Answer the question, please.
I can't understand him, to be honest with you. He rambles so much. What was your question, actually?
Well, you said I made a lot of statements.
No, but what's your question? I don't understand your question. Could you repeat it?
You said anytime, any place.
What's your question?
Accept the challenge.
What challenge?
You said anytime, any place. I'm accepting yours, so why don't you come
What
back?
challenge? What challenge are you talking
April
about?
30th. How about we do it for a charity at the Smoking Guns in Tulsa, Oklahoma?
No, we're not going to be
what was the
talking about
challenge?
physical
What are you talking about?
confrontations here.
You want to fight me?
What'd you say about anytime, any place?
Let's have coffee, discuss our differences.
Oh, that's what you said.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
All right, well, let's sit down and have coffee.
Let's
I'd
do
love
it.
to.
I'd love to.
But
It's funny how you're backing
Okay.
out.
I don't back on anything.
You did.
You're the one. You're a 100.
Senator-
Should be the most influential people in this country making changes.
Senator
You're
Hassan-
focused on.
Okay.
You're
Thank
focused
you.
on
Why did you-
debate
Thank you.
that's not
Fine.
even
Why
relevant.
do you keep texting
You're an
me and then
embarrassment.
silence?
You're an
Listen.
embarrassment.
Then
That's
went
what you are.
silence after
You're an
after
embarrassment to
my
the
text.
state of
This
Oklahoma.
hearing is about the condition of the working class in America.
You
That's
brought
what
a
we're
thug
talking.
into this.
You're the biggest thug here.
You brought him in.
All right,
You're the biggest thug. Even your
I don't know
colleagues call you
why
a
you do
joke.
what you're doing, Senator Hassan.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Senator
Chair.
Hassan, you got a
Senator
question?
Mullen, please yield. I've been recognized
No,
by the
you
chair.
got it.
Act accordingly.
The
now-
microphone is yours.
Chairman Sanders, I want to thank you for this hearing. I want to thank Ranking Member Cassidy, too, for participating in it.